On today's episode of the Gamer Girl podcast, Beth is joined by Colo to discuss the Splatoon 3 multiplayer and solo campaigns. Hello, and welcome to the Gamer Girl podcast. I am one of your two fabulous hosts, Beth, and we are sadly not joined by my usual co-host, Maddie, but by a special guest co-host, Colo.
It's me!
Today we're talking about Splatoon 3, new Joy-Cons, and more. But first, let's break ice with today's icebreaker. So, Colo, why don't you give us your icebreaker that you have come up
All right.
with?
I've spent a very long time thinking about this, and I could not come up with a single icebreaker, except I looked outside and saw trees, and I was like, that's a great one. So what is your favorite tree?
Oh, okay. That's actually kind of a hard one.
Great question. Think Minecraft if you have to.
Yes, Minecraft. Minecraft has some good trees, especially with the cherry blossom update, which actually that is, I'd say it's either Japanese cherry blossoms or or maple trees.
Why everyone? Oh wait, no wait, it's mahogany. I'm thinking about maple's fine. I was gonna say like mahogany. I don't like mahogany. Mahogany's weird. It's such a weird word too, like mahogany.
Yeah, they're interesting.
So, I don't even know my own answer. I guess it's just cherry wood because I'm surrounded by cherry wood trees or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I see is cherry. My desk is made of cherry. My tables are made of cherry. Everything is made of cherry. I cannot escape it. It's so frustrating, honestly, but I have to deal with it. That's my favorite tree. I'm so sorry for this awkward question, but
it's fine.
It's an icebreaker, all right.
That's one nice thing about the icebreakers, though, is to see how awkward they'll be. Honestly, that's one of my favorite parts. Trees, yes. Specifically, quickly though, with maples, Japanese maples are really pretty. We have one in my front yard. So
nice. I mean, I've seen. I don't even know if I remember seeing that, but I remember seeing like cherry blossom in cherry blossom season because I did live in Japan for like a solid 3 years. And
cool.
But I don't remember it really. The only thing I remember was that earthquake thingy because I was there during that whole tsunami thingy. But I guess if I were there, like now as myself, they would be pretty. They would be cool. It would be surreal, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Trees! Okay, I'm sorry.
So, kind of going with Splatoon for my icebreaker and ink, what is your favorite tool for art? What is your favorite thing to like draw or paint with? Like pencil, crayons, markers.
Well, I mean, I remember using I think I used just like a regular stick once, and that was pretty fun. But that's kind of a boring answer. I guess like if we're talking about like general tools or whatever, the best one is paintbrush because it's smooth. I mean, like you could have like rough pencils and they go like, and it's just not fun. So if you just have to have a paintbrush, and paintbrushes are the best. What about you? I'm sorry.
Recently I've been doing pencils with shading, but it's still hard. I do like watercolors a lot though.
I mean, do you have one of those like shading stick thingies?
No.
Like the white like tubes, and they're like pencil shaped on both ends, because those are good for like shading. Otherwise, you just use your fingers.
Yeah, I just use my fingers, and then they get covered in pencil lead, and then I can't touch anything.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, do you not erase your fingers?
I mean, I've tried, but usually I just end up ruining the eraser.
So who cares about the eraser? They're like what, $1, $2? I
Yeah.
mean, I could make an eraser. I think you just gotta get something rubber. Oh no,
Right.
what is rubber? What could you use as an eraser? Icebreaker question: what is your favorite substitute for an eraser?
Water.
Water, but that's not. I mean, I guess for general use.
I
What
mean,
else
then
could
you'll end up ruining the paper, but
rubber bands? They're simple. They're nice. If you can like curl them up and then you can erase with them, like that's a good substitute.
but then you just still snap in half usually when you're finally getting somewhere.
Yeah, I guess you could rip the paper too.
Yeah, that's the other thing with erasers is sometimes I'll end up ripping the paper and that's never fun.
How hard are you going in with the eraser? Like, like,
Probably too hard. Now that I'm saying
like, are you
aloud.
jamming it into the paper and just like dragging the life out of the paper?
I do write a little hard, so
Uh, I guess
yeah.
I won't shame you for your eraser habits.
Okay.
Great
um,
start.
Great start. Woo, what an icebreaker. So next up, what have you been playing? So, Colo, what have you been playing?
I've been playing way too much. It's this game called Grounded. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but basically, it's survival game. But the thing is that it's mixed with like Honey I Shrunk the Kids in the aspect that you're like a tiny child, and you're like in someone's backyard. But it gets very scary, especially when you encounter spiders.
Oh,
I
yes.
hate spiders.
I
And
bet it's probably a horrible game for someone with arachnophobia to
I
play.
mean, there's
Then.
a there's arachnophobia safe modes. You can turn the
Oh.
spiders into like these little colorful balls. And that's kind of funny. But along with that, I got Fire Emblem Engage recently, and I've been playing that as well as Splatoon 3, of course, for Big Run that's happening right now.
Mm.
But not much other than that stuff. What have you been playing, Beth?
Well,
Whoa.
well, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom still. I'm kind of dreading going to Ganondorf because I know it's a long process of fighting him,
Yeah. I mean,
and
go ahead.
so I've just been doing side quests and racking up pony points and getting all the fairies unlocked. So
Just whenever you do, you gotta get like some 80s montage music in the background. It will
yeah.
probably help you like win against Ganon.
Yeah, I've thought about potentially streaming doing the fight with Ganondorf because I streamed the beginning, might as well stream the end of the game.
Yeah. I
But
I haven't, cuz like I was never like the biggest Zelda guy. I mean, I had Breath of the Wild, but all I did was get to the Great Fairy Fountain and stop playing because I really like the song to that.
it
I
is a
don't
really good song.
I don't know why I don't play it. Maybe it's just because I'm scared. I don't know.
Mm.
And then Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, it looked cool, but I'll probably fall off too much because I'm dumb, kind of.
Mm. I mean, I spent like 10 hours on the starting area because I kept telling myself to not go the way I was supposed to go.
Were
So,
you just trying to make like early progress at that time?
Yeah, I was trying to get a. Well, I was also going a little fast at the beginning, just trying to get through it as fast, as much as I could, as fast as I could, and
Yeah.
that ended up not working very well.
Hmm.
So,
I mean,
but
it looks very green, and that's what's cool is that it's very green, and green's a good color.
yeah,
Green,
green. Yes,
teal, blue, blue,
blue,
green, green,
blue.
blue, sky
Yes,
blue, blue
yes.
rant. I'm sorry.
You're good. Um, I've also been playing Genshin. I hit a rank block, a leveling up block, so
Is that just because you heard that it was Breath of the Wild but free?
yes, that's the whole reason I got into it, because a Zelda YouTuber was playing. I was like, oh, it's Breath of the Wild, but not Breath of the Wild. And I had taken a break from it for about a year, and then I didn't have anything else to do in Breath of the Wild. I mean, except collect all the Koroks, and I just didn't feel like doing that.
Hmm.
So I just ended up playing Genshin, and that's been fun.
Just try your hardest not to spend money. I know too many people that have spent so much money on that game.
Yeah. I have not spent a penny on it, and I have so much stuff.
Woo!
And I'm like, do I just get lucky, or I also strategically do pull for characters and stuff. So,
Yeah.
um but anyways, that's what and I played New Horizons a little bit. Cuz we did an episode a while back and I had been wanting to play Animal Crossing, so
Oh, I was so mad because so uh I got a new Switch recently, but I forgot to port over my old island.
oh
So I
no.
had to restart, and I got the ugliest villagers I have ever seen in the entire game.
Oh no.
It was so tragic. So I went to school and just played the game, and everybody was making fun of my villagers
Mm,
who at least saw me playing that game.
yeah. That's rough, buddy.
It was. It was so. Biff! I want Biff back! Give me back Biff! He was so buff! He was a dinosaur! And he was cool! I don't
Yeah.
even remember the new guy's name! And then I got
Raymond?
Sylvia! No, I don't know. It was a green duck.
Oh, green.
Was
I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. Is it Scoot?
no.
Oh.
Or is it a duck? I'm having a crisis right now.
Um,
Hold on. I am looking for this now.
because I'm curious.
Jitters! It was Jitters.
Okay, wait. I have to find. I think I know who you're talking about. Oh yeah.
I don't like Jitters.
I don't like him either. He has a very creepy stare.
Biff was so much better. And he was just like this pink little buff dinosaur that always focused on gaining weight. I mean, not gaining weight, gaining muscles. And he was so cool.
Mm.
Like some days he would just inspire me to just work out. And he had this T-shirt with gold on it,
Yes, I
and
see.
he made me feel rich in Animal Crossing wealth. But now I don't have Biff anymore. I have Jitters.
Mm,
It's a crisis. It truly
it
is.
is. I mean, Biff's not my favorite villager, but he's definitely better than Jitters.
Yeah, boo, Jitters, boo.
Ooh, yeah, I had Jitters, and I thankfully was able to get rid of him using the power of Amiibo. So,
Yeah, I don't have any amiibos really. I mean, I had amiibos just for Splatoon gear and Smash, but that was about
Yeah.
it.
So, next up is reviews. But tragically, we don't have any reviews this week. Very sad.
I give 5-star review. Great podcast, great host, great music choice.
Thanks.
No problemo.
Yeah.
5-star.
Yeah, 5 stars. We need to
5-star.
Yes, we need to take over the world, guys.
We need to create multiple accounts and keep 5-starring this podcast.
Yes.
5 stars. 5 stars. 5 stars. Okay, I'll stop.
Podchaser, I'll make alt accounts because it's really not that hard to, especially with how many emails I have.
How many, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, let's see. So 6.
Oh, so I have more than you.
Oh wait, no, I have 7 technically if I include the podcast email.
Oh, we're tied then.
Wait.
So I guess
What?
is 7 a normal number for emails? Now that I think about it.
Wait. No, I do have. Wait, I have to. Oh, I have 5. Wait. Oh gosh, I'm confusing myself. No, I have 6.
Email crisis.
6 with the Gamer Girl podcast email. Plus, I have a school email.
Oh, you're counting school emails?
Well, no. Plus, I have my 7th email would be a school email, but
Oh,
I have 6 emails.
yeah, I have 7. That's not normal, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think having 6 emails is normal.
I mean, maybe.
I feel like 3. So here's the thing: I have an iCloud account, a Outlook or Microsoft, and then I have like 3 Google accounts.
Oh wait, I never thought about iCloud. I have 9 then.
Oh.
Okay, now that seems like a large number.
That's a lot.
I mean, I mainly just created them to have spare YouTube channels that weren't in my normal lane at the time. Like, I think I literally had a channel called A Man Having a Mental Breakdown where I was just singing during my mental breakdowns. But I think there's only one video on there, and I have 3 subscribers on that channel. But I would just make emails for YouTube channels.
Yeah. I've just decided to split off of emails for YouTube accounts, for YouTube channels, but that's also a little risky because if someone hacks your one email, then they hack all your channels, so.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
Right? You can get it back.
Right.
Totally.
Anyways.
Guys, don't hack her, please. Please.
Next up, we have the news.
News.
So, yes. We have some news, not anything too big. I mean, I don't know. Some of it's bigger than others, but
one of them is completely shameless.
okay. I can think of which one it might be, but I also don't know. First up, we have Everybody 1-2 Switch has been announced.
It's that one.
Oh yeah, that one. I thought it was that one. Or I thought it was our last announcement, maybe, but I don't know. But yeah, Everybody 1-2 Switch. We're not getting Super Mario Odyssey 2, even though I think that Super Mario Odyssey is overrated. But anyways, we're getting Everybody 1-2 Switch, so.
I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I think I have the same opinion, though. But I mean, I will risk my sanity for saying that this release would be better than Super Mario Odyssey 2.
Oh man.
I will risk my reputation because 1-2 Switch was fun. It's just, why do we need it again?
Yeah. It
It,
I played it once with Maddie, because she had it, and then she ended up selling it, or maybe it was with Liz. Or anyways, the point is, we played it, and then she sold it. So I thought it was fun. Did it need to be $60? No, but it was a fun game.
yeah, at least this one's gonna be 30, right?
I think so. I don't, but yeah. Apparently,
I
it's
mean,
actually been in the works for a while, though, too.
but for 6 years, I wonder what they're gonna do for it if it's been in the works for 6 years. They just go from that one and then just go straight into working for the another one. But obviously, if it took 6 years for the new one to release, they obviously had not had a lot of people working on it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is going to be a good game at all. I just remember from 1-2 Switch, the past experience I had was I got in trouble in class because my friends and I were playing Quick Draw. And of
Oh
course,
no!
I think you know where this is going,
I
but
think I do.
you hear fire and then gunshots in school.
Oh no!
That was
That
a time.
that probably did not end very well.
She told me to turn it down. I just explained to her that we were playing a game, and she was fine with it.
Oh,
But it's just a little bit unsettling, just a little bit.
I'm surprised she's just said turn it down and not what are you playing?
Uh, Teachers are very lenient.
That is
I mean,
true.
it depends on who you have, though.
That yeah. Some teachers can be pretty lenient, such as ones who let you pretend to shoot guns in school.
Okay, you mean at least you that's better than phrasing it than letting you shoot each other in school. So I thank you for not phrasing it like that.
Yeah.
But also the ping pong, she got really annoyed by that. Just hearing the ball just
Oh.
plap 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 plap.
Yeah, I can see that. How that would get annoying.
But then
Pretty
again, it was towards the last weeks, so like they don't really care at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Have you ever brought your Switch to school, played 1-2 Switch, and had gunshots in the background?
No.
Okay, great. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but thanks for the warning.
No problemo.
Um, next up, I might be getting these, but we got pastel Joy-Cons. They look very pretty, in my opinion.
Yeah,
We got
they're pretty
purple
cool.
and, well, they're pastels. We got like a purple, a lavender, and a mint green. And then we have a coral pink with a nice banana yellow.
Banana yellow. That's
feel
a
like-
sick name. I would
But-
name my child Banana Yellow.
Okay. So anyways, I might be getting the lavender and mint green ones because they're gorgeous. I also still need to get the Zelda Joy-Cons and the Zelda OLEDs, so my bank account's gonna be a little
Wait,
empty, yeah.
wait a minute. I got the perfect thing. Your bank account is gonna go. I'm
Yep.
sorry. Soundboard. Haha. Funny.
Yep. That's gonna be my bank account for sure.
Accurate.
Very accurate, yeah.
I mean, I mainly use Pro Controller just because the main game I play is Splatoon 3. So playing that with Joy-Cons is going to give me carpal tunnel. So if they get, could you imagine pastel pro controllers? I would buy one of those. Like if it was like the assorted,
Yeah.
like four corners, blah
Oh
blah
yeah,
blah
Pro
blah.
Controller. Yeah, would be cool. I
Yeah.
have considered getting the recent Zelda Pro Controller too. Because I have a Zelda Pro Controller, but it's a battery powered one.
Wang.
I mean, I still like it, but I would like to get an actual Pro Controller. It's a
I
little
mean
pricey, but.
that controller is actually pretty sick.
Yeah. Next up, we have some new titles coming to NSO, Nintendo Switch Online. For the NES, we have Mystery Tower. For the SNES, we have Harvest Moon, which I'm curious about because I'm contemplating getting into the Harvest Moon series because I really like Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
And all that. And then also for the Game Boy, in this case the Game Boy Color, we have Kirby Tilt and Tumble and Blaster Master Enemy Below.
Harvest Moon is gonna be the best one out of those four, though.
Yeah.
Is it four? Yeah, what four? I mean, just because, but I don't. It's just the Stardew Valley, but it's just a farming part, right? Because
Yeah.
I don't think you go in the villages and stuff.
I don't.
But it's,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead. My bad.
I don't think you fight people in it either.
Yeah, it was peaceful. They have to be peaceful back then. Especially with like cozy games, like the whole farming thing. Like Harvest Moon is probably going to take up at least 5 hours of my time total. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Kirby Tilt and Tumble, though, I don't think so. But then again, cute pink ball rolling down giant rectangle sounds funny. So
It does.
I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna hear a lot of these dumb remarks from me.
It's fine. Next up, we got a Pikmin 4 trailer. Labeled as Rise to the Occasion, and it displayed that apparently Olimar has gone missing and has become trapped on the planet where the Pikmin reside. So now you have to go to the planet where the Pikmin reside and save him.
The canon name of the new protagonist, like I know you're probably gonna be able to like change or whatever, but if you gotta give it a canon name, and we have Olimar and Alf, I think that this one should be Benny. You give it the canon name Benny. You please, if you're listening to me, Nintendo, please make its name Benny. It's gender neutral too. It could be anything.
It could.
It could name it Benny.
I mean, does it end with a Y or an IE? Because that could make it more feminine or masculine, though. So
if you make it BENI, it leaves it up for interpretation.
that is true too.
Benny.
But yeah, you can customize the character in this one, which I haven't played much Pikmin, but I'm pretty sure that you haven't been able to customize your character before. I actually think you can customize the entire crew.
Yeah, never played Pikmin. I'll probably pick it up, but not like when it comes up on launch.
Yeah, I'll probably wait for it to go on sale, like if it does the Nintendo Switch Online demo.
Yeah.
But yeah, hop into Pikmin at the Pikmin series at the best possible point, Pikmin 4.
Yeah, it's probably gonna bring a whole lot of. It's gonna bring a Pikmin fandom. There's gonna be a diehard Pikmin fandom, and we cannot escape it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I know
doomed to happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's the wrong kind of abbreviated P4. Everyone wanted Prime 4, but that has still not actually been announced further yet, so.
What's a Prime 4?
Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, I'm I'm dumb.
Fine. But
Metroid. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I know someone in particular from another podcast too. Big
Name drop.
Metroid fan.
Name drop.
Yeah, they
Name
just
drop.
they just dropped the name back in, I want to say 2018, maybe 2017, but no word on it since. Maybe in the September Direct we'll get something. Oh yeah, E3 2017 was when it was originally announced.
Could you imagine if Pikmin 4 was secretly just Pikmin art and the entire gameplay was Metroid Prime? You
That
shoot the
would
little
be
plant things.
amazing. That would be actually amazing, though.
Watch, we're gonna get baited. We're gonna think this is a Pikmin game, and then it turns into Metroid Prime 4, just in the style of Pikmin.
I mean, they are kind of similar games. They both involve someone going to space and getting trapped on a planet and having to find their way off by
Yeah.
collecting stuff.
Pikmin and Metroid are the same games. Fight me on that.
I actually think, though, yeah.
The more you think about it, the more you realize the inevitability that Pikmin 4 is secretly Metroid Prime 4.
And then our last news item, we have NBA 2023 is a Nintendo Switch Online trial going on right now. Started on the 7th of June until the 13th of June. I'm personally probably not going to be doing this, but if you're an NBA 2000 NBA game fan,
Say 2K.
yeah,
It's
2K,
2K.
NBA 2K23. Woo.
I mean, I used to play NBA 2K. I spent way too much money on that game. I've cried way too many times. I've lost so many friends because they wanted to play other games and I wanted to play NBA 2K. I do not recommend even trying this game.
Mm.
It will hurt. It's going to be unfulfilling. It will break you down. It's not fun. It
Okay.
will steal your money.
Oh. I mean, that's what. Isn't this game by EA?
2K. It's 2K literally names all their games 2K.
Oh. Still, sports games, you can never trust them. They're always winning money.
Yeah. It's just the amount of pain I've experienced through this game, but the amount of hours it has taken away from me is so tragic that I could have been such a more well versed gamer playing all these other beautiful games, Zelda games, Mario games, but instead I played NBA 2K, and now my life will never be the same.
Mm.
I have lost about 1,000 hours of my life on 2K.
Ugh.
It's tragedy. I went through rehab. It was a
Oh,
great
man.
process.
Oh, man. Mm.
If you
Well,
wouldn't move on, that would be great.
that was interesting, but you know what causes rehab questions? So let's move on to questions.
Segue.
First up, from Monkey Thunder, we have, why is Splatoon so good? You know,
I was gonna say, you want to go first?
oh, you can go first if you want to.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay,
Rock,
good point.
rock, paper, scissors. Shoot. Rock.
Shoot. Oh, I did scissors.
Oh, dang. Oh, wait. That means I have to speak.
Yeah.
Splatoon. Uh, don't you love squids and octopuses wouldn't you want to own a squid and an octopus? Well, guess what? You can't. The only way you can do that is by playing a digital media inhabitant known as Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3, where you're just constantly inking, defending yourself. Great experience. I don't know. I think it's just addicting.
It is
But
addicting.
and then the music is great on top of it. Just hearing like people in the background going, it's so fun to just hear people go, and then you're
Yeah.
just vibing to it.
Yeah, the music's really good. I will agree with that.
Multiplayer is great. Everything's great. Splatoon 3, best game of 2022. Don't at me on that. Did it even come out in 2022? Am I
It
tripping?
did come out in 2022.
Okay, I was gonna start. This isn't my day. But Splatoon, great game. Multiplayer, go. Woo, woo, woo. I mean, also, it's probably just the amount of weapons that you have at your disposal
Yeah.
and like the great maps that you can play on and everything makes it so good.
Yeah. The recent try oh goodness, the Splatfest. The most recent Splatfest with Zelda and all that.
Yeah.
That map they added, that was the Triforce. Best map in the game. Fight me.
I won't
Oh.
I won't fight you because I can't. I feel bad because I was never really able to play during that Splatfest. I was busy during that weekend. But I voted for Ganon just because my friend told me, hey, if you vote for Ganon, you'll get better jellyfish heads. I promise they're going to win. And I'm like, okay. And they ended up winning.
They ended up destroying everybody.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason, though, they did so well is because of Ganondorf. I don't know. Ganondorf is a good villain. He is one of the best villains to ever exist, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's very maniacal. Maniacal laugh.
Yes.
Maniacal laugh.
Yeah. Also, I don't think there had been any. I don't know if there had been leaks or anything, but Ganondorf, Samurai Ganondorf, in Tears of the Kingdom, is a really good iteration. I feel all of his iterations are good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, but
You can do anything with Ganondorf. Really. It's just his presence. Just you can transform him into any type of villain and he will be good.
yeah. Also,
But
in Wind Waker, it explains how he has pretty good intentions.
he's actually
But
a
then
good-hearted villain.
he is. He wants to just help his people, the Gerudo, who are trapped in the desert. He just wants to make life easier for them.
Anyway, your
Anyway,
your preference on why Splatoon is so good?
it's like you said, it's a pretty addicting game. Oh goodness. I really liked the story mode throughout it. I thought it was all really good. I
Yeah.
play Splatoon more for the story modes in single player, just because I didn't have internet access with the original Splatoon.
Oh no!
So,
Those were the times, though. Those were the great times.
yeah, my mom was a little like, you can't play with other people online. You can't communicate in Splatoon with anyone really. So, but anyways, I missed out on that. And also in Splatoon 2, by the time I got it and got an online account, all the Splatfests were done. So I did get to play the Mario one when they did that.
Oh yeah.
That was it.
I will say I do prefer the old Splatfest format. I mean, this Splatfest format that they have now is pretty good with like the tricolor turf war. It mixes things up. But
Yeah.
I just like maybe it's nostalgia, just playing at night with the nighttime like vibrance and whatever, and just seeing two colors constantly in my mind, and only those two colors.
Right. Whereas then in Splatoon 3, it's chaotic having the three different
Yeah,
colors sometimes.
especially when people don't even like that first topic and just vote because Shiver exists. The Shiver bias is real. But
Yeah.
then again, I can't say anything because most of the time I just vote for Big Man because Big Man bias.
I don't vote for Big Man.
How dare you! I'm kidding.
I just don't vote for Big Man. I always go for even there have been so many times where if Big Man wasn't the person advocating for that option, I would pick that option. But because Big Man is a villain in disguise, I always vote for Shiver or Fry between the two of them.
But hey, you don't like the A?
I don't know. It's too friendly.
That's my new answer. Big Man is the reason why Splatoon is so good. If you're gonna play Splatoon, just play it for Big Man and Big Man alone.
Okay, next
Big
up. Oh, do you have anything else to say?
Big Man the goat.
Okay. Next up, from Mute Dog. Here's a philosophical question. How much ink could Inkling chuck if an Inkling could chuck ink? And then blushing smiley face.
Minimum 200p. I tested this out. I literally got into a turf war and counted, but your ink tank constantly refills.
Right.
So it has to be 200p minimum. But also, if you have like extra ink and stuff, you could buff that. Maybe
Right.
maybe the answer is truly infinity. If your tank constantly refills, maybe an inkling can chuck infinite amount of ink. You just gotta think about it that way.
Yeah.
Philosopher Beth, what is your opinion on the matter? Fellow philosopher.
I have not tested this, but your experiments seem to be accurate. So, yeah, infinite though. If the ink tank is constantly refilling, then I do think that an inkling can infinitely chuck ink.
Not the British philosopher voice. I can't do accents because every time I do accents, it turns southern.
That was a problem. I just don't care. But yeah, that a lot of the time will happen. But anyway. So that is your answer. Infinite.
Yeah.
From Monkey, another one from Monkey Thunder. What is one weapon that you would totally remove from the game?
You can go first on this one.
So, joking answer, Splatonas. But I love Splatonas.
You're just gonna remove the entire class?
Yes. That's a joking answer. Serious answer. Splat. is it splatlings? Is technically what they're called?
Splatlings. Yeah.
Splatlings. Okay, here's my reasoning. Incredibly hard to learn how to use, at least for me. I can't figure out how to use it. So there's that. Also, people who are good at it are absolute monsters.
So you're calling me a monster?
I don't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I only play mini splatling.
Okay.
The rest of them are bad.
Well, it's just that they're heavy. Well, they're heavy weapons, so you can't go fast. And that's a big part of my strategy, though, is dodging, which is why I like to use dualies a lot. Or the Splatana, but...
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty agreeable. But, like, are we talking about, like, the classes, or are we talking about specifics? Like, what is one weapon you are completely...
We could do a class and then a specific weapon.
Alright.
If you wanted to. Specific weapon, I'd get rid of the heavy splatling. Because that one's very hard to use, in my opinion.
We don't need that generic splatling when we got a fire hydrant.
Yeah, isn't that the octo splatling that's the fire hydrant? Or
Hydra.
Oh yeah, the Hydra.
The Hydra. It's fun, but it's so hard to use. I mean, mini splatlings are easy though. Have you tried using mini splatlings?
I have not. I might need to get on that though if you're saying it's a lot. I mean, it does make sense that it's a lot more you have a lot more mobility with it.
Yeah, just because the charge is way faster on it.
Yeah.
Alright. Am I taking over?
Yeah.
Alright. If we're removing a class, okay, this is just from like an objective standpoint. Because currently I main one of the weapons in the classes, but I would completely remove brushes because you can't really balance them. All a person has to do is just run up on you, press the button like 4 times, and you're dead. And you don't even have time to react, really. It's so pain going against a brush. Especially the ink brush.
Ink brush is too small for me, in my opinion. You don't cover enough turf with it, so I usually do the octo brush whenever I do brushes, but...
Yeah, because the ink brush is mainly just for killing. Or,
yeah.
I'm sorry, splatting, my bad. This is family friendly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Specifically, I just want to see the Clash Blaster go on. I don't like that thing. Fully automatic. Go boom, 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 boom. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
Boo. Boo, Clash Blaster mains. Boo. I hate you all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chill.
Judging someone based on their weapon.
In Splatoon, yes, I will. Any day of the week, I will bully a Clash Blaster main.
Hydra splatling or heavy splatling, you're a tryhard. Okay, snipers though too, quickly. Snipers. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to use that thing correctly. But then people who do, I have a friend who's really good at using it. And she just destroys people. And then I'm over here struggling to figure out how to do it. How to make it work and stuff, but...
Yeah, you mainly just gotta, like... I think if the map is just high, like in elevation or whatever, that's just the best place to use it. But also, I think the secret is that you just have to have your sensitivity all the way up. And as someone who has to use low sensitivity all the time, even on the motion controls, I cannot do that. So I just can't play sniper or charger if I'm getting critiqued on our technical terms.
Oh yeah, they're technically chargers, aren't they?
They're technically chargers. Yes, they are. Call them by the right name. Otherwise, you will be shunned from the Splatoon 3 community. Right now, Beth.
It's just a Splatoon sniper, though.
Yeah.
It's just an ink sniper, but I mean, I guess
Splatter.
some are more snipers than others because you have the splatter scope,
I
which
hate
is more
splatter
of a
scopes.
sniper. You can't do close range. If you get cornered, you are gone.
I mean, you could just spam the button.
I mean, you
Go,
could.
but that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and then you also have GooTubers, which apparently GooTubers are tryhards. I don't know.
Okay, that is the only charger I play. But it's just because you can swim with the charge.
Oh.
So that's why.
Yeah, that's nice.
Also, I like when you see, it's gonna sound dark, but I just like seeing the enemy team run from me as soon as I get to 10 the missiles. They just run from my sight, or they run towards my sight, and then I can snipe them again.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a bit too dark.
Next up, from Robo Bunny G, thoughts on the campaign of Splatoon? Well, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that later in our Gamer Girl topic for today, because that's multiplayer. We're discussing the multiplayer and single player campaigns more. So, we'll answer your question later.
Yeah, you have to wait, buddy.
You have to wait.
You sit in that waiting chair and you wait for the topic. But we can address that first. Or in the topic, though, right? For Robo Bunny G. We will address your topic the first, maybe.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my Discord decided to struggle.
Dang.
So yeah, next question from Henben. Is Splatoon really just a watered-down Nintendo-fied Call of Duty? Lacklusterish campaigns and a predominant focus on multiplayer primarily.
Okay. You want to go first? Because I'm going to go off.
Okay.
I'm going to go off
I have some thoughts on this. But I do think it is somewhat more of a just kid-friendly Call of Duty. But I've never really played Call of Duty a whole lot though. So I can't totally speak to this. But yeah, I if you really think about it, I do think it is somewhat of a watered down Nintendo. Well, not watered down, but definitely Nintendo-fied in the sense it's rated everyone 10 and up instead of M.
But then again, they decided to become more lenient. So I don't know if you can call it.
True. But what are your thoughts?
All right. So I was reading the questions in the chat before this. I was playing the game I mentioned earlier, Grounded, with my friend. And I saw this question, and my friend and I were having a scream sesh on why this was such a bad take. This, literally, you cannot compare Splatoon to Call of Duty in the sole fact that Call of Duty, you're really getting, like, the realism type deal, and then Splatoon is just for funsies, and Splatoon is third player, Call of Duty's first player. Call of Duty Call of Duty's either for adults that are 30 and up, or for kids who think they're cool and probably play 2K. I think the only reason why you can say that it's watered down is because Splatoon tried doing a professional league that never really worked out with pro players and stuff.
Right.
The lackluster campaigns, you can't really say that with the new Splatoon 3 campaign, especially on how good that was. Even like people who hated the past two just love this new campaign. And then
Right.
predominant focus on multiplayer primarily, isn't that just Call of Duty 2? So why would you need to mention that? I'm sorry if I'm attacking you, but I am. Okay. If this was your real take, it is a bad take. All right. You are shunned from my life. You are shunned.
Oh man.
I'm joking though. All love heart emoji. Yellow heart though, because I'm not in love with you, sir or ma'am.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. Your takes are good. Yeah.
But
Like I said, I have not played Call of Duty really all that much, so I couldn't really speak to it all that much. But
also, you can't water down Call of Duty because if you were to water down Call of Duty, the players would drown in the literal sense. So
oh,
Splatoon Splatoon is just a shooter game. If you really want to call any shooter game a watered down Call of Duty, then you might as well say that for every single game, including the new Call of Duties, because the new Call of Duties are trash. All right,
yeah.
I'm going to stop before I start screaming and get in trouble. But that is my opinion.
Next up from Zomber Cannon, does the color of your team's ink affect the performance?
Yes, that is just yes.
How so?
I mean, especially like I think like specific colors on different maps are just harder to see.
Hmm.
As well as I remember during that chocolate Splatfest, not only was a white chocolate just an immense force, but you could barely see them because they would just blend in. And I heard a lot of just complaints about that in general.
So
Also,
which one are you talking about?
the chocolate, the dark versus milk versus white chocolate.
Which chocolate though?
Yeah, it was white
Oh,
chocolate.
oh yeah, white.
Yeah, that was really hard to see, I believe.
Okay.
Also, if you have a favorite color, you're just gonna get an ego boost.
That's the other thing. Whenever I play as like turquoise or green or blue, I feel that I tend to do better
I
because I'm playing as one of my favorite colors.
I must win with this color.
If I don't, I'm a tragedy and I should never play Splatoon ever again.
I'm a tragedy. I'm a tragedy, man. If I lose with the color orange.
Yes. Um, yes, it's a travesty.
A travesty. A travesty tragedy.
Yep.
That's a sick name for like a rock star. Travesty tragedy and the ink pens. We gotta make that a band now. Low-key.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
You can be travesty tragedy if you want.
Yeah, maybe that'll be my rapper name because recently I did a Waluigi rap.
Travesty tragedy on
So-
that beat.
So, but yeah, ink performance. Ink does the ink color boost your performance? Yeah, depends. Can help you blend in, camouflage, or give you an ego boost.
Yeah, it just strictly depends on what the color choices are, though.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're like me and you can't stand the color pink and you get the color green, that's a double ego boost because you can't lose to pink. And you love the color green, so you have to win with green.
Yeah. Do we have pink and green in Splatoon 3? I can't remember.
I know it was in Splatoon, so I think it's in Splatoon 3, but
I don't know.
also playing with orange and blue, since that's like the classic Splatoon 1 colors. That also, it's always fun to play on either side of that. But in my opinion,
You will never catch me losing with purple. I always win with purple. That's why I believe this answer is a yes.
hmm.
The purple people unite.
Yeah. Next question from Presto the Magnificent. Best weapon. Worst. So, what is the best weapon in your opinion?
Again, bias. Splattershot Junior. The custom specifically. Because being able to just throw torpedoes in close range, but also I'm just one of those Splattershot Junior sweats.
Mm.
But I guess objectively, the best weapon is probably just the NZAP. Any variation of the NZAP. It's just the
Yeah.
best shooter weapon in the game.
Yeah, I used the NZAP before, and it was pretty fun.
I have too many points in the NZAP. I play I vary in weapons most of the time, and I think I have 95,000 points in the NZAP. And that's like the most out of any of them I have.
Yeah, I'd probably if I use the NZAP in Splatoon 3, I'll probably use the NZAP 89 though, because it has auto bomb.
And it's red.
And it's red. Yes, I really like auto bombs, which plays into what I think is the best weapon, which is I've used them a lot, but the dark tetra dualies.
Oh yeah.
I love dualies. I love the auto bomb, and also it has the reef slider, and I have almost perfected the technique of using the reef slider. So
You're a reef slider sweat is what you're saying. You just use it and you will always get a kill.
yes, if not multiple, but
It is great. Uh, is
you
it?
also look epic while you're doing it. So
Yeah. Dark. I mean, I wouldn't say that though that the Dark Tetris are the best dualies. But then again, I'm biased just for the Dapple dualies because I think the name Dapple Dually is really funny.
okay,
That's bad.
yeah, I have a like list pulled up right now, and looking at the Dapple Dooley's Novo, it has the torpedo as the sub, and then it has Reef Slider as the special. So I might have to give him a go.
They're short range though. That's the only downside.
Mm,
Dark Tetris though, they're really good.
yeah, they also look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next up we have worst weapon. What is the worst weapon?
I'm blinking.
I feel like we kind of already answered it, but we can.
Well,
if you
I
have a
don't.
different worst, but about like what weapon would we remove from the game?
Well, I would only remove that weapon because it was toxic. It was
Mm,
just not fun to go against. I have to look up the weapon list because I know what I'm thinking. It's just not coming. The name is not coming to mind right now.
yeah, I don't know, cause the one I said earlier, with the heavy splat link, but I think I might have a different one in mind.
H3 nozzle nose. I I cannot use that weapon. Uh, maybe I'm just bad with it, but I would say that is the worst weapon. And I think
Mm.
about it. Just use the L3. Don't subject yourself to that pain. I got like a game where I got like 20 kills and 1400 paint points or whatever they call it with just the L3.
Mm.
H3 though is really bad.
Uh, yeah, I'm looking. Yeah. The worst weapon I think I've ever used. Yeah, the one I've used. So part of this is splash walls are nice, but I also don't like it because it's not an actual way to actually like take someone out. But the Gluga dualies, because I got them thinking, well, because I had the golden Sheldon tickets, and I got
Yeah.
him thinking, oh, this'll be great. It's the highest level dualies. These'll be great. I'll destroy everybody. And then I forgot to look at what the sub and the special are. Booyah bombs are okay in my opinion, but splash walls are one of the not so good subs in my opinion. Um, but anyway, so yeah, Glugadoolies is probably the worst weapon in my opinion.
I hate going against Gluga dualies. They do so much damage. That's the only problem with them.
Mm,
They're almost unusable besides that fact that they do damn damage.
yeah. They have good damage, but they're hard to use.
That time when, or I forgot what season it was, but when they had the Booyah Bomb to where you could automatically just get it in like a matter of 15 seconds, and people were running just Gluga dualies and arrow sprays, that was not fun. I will have a vendetta against the Gluga dualies forever and ever and ever.
Yeah. Next up we have best celebrity duo from the series thus far. I have to go with the OGs, Callie and Marie from Splatoon 1, Squid Sisters.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I have that DLC. And you mentioned it, and now I need to use that. I need to go back to that old world. Why the Squid Sisters? Let me pick your brain.
So
Why
the the
Squid
Squid
Sisters?
Sisters,
Is that their name? I don't know.
yeah, Squid Sisters. I just really like them because, like I said, they are the original. Um, but I also like how throughout the series they've had continuous a continuous presence. For instance, in Splatoon 2, they were a part of the main story mode, and then in Splatoon 3, they're also a part of the main story mode. But just really like them. Also, it has no correlation whatsoever with the fact that one of them has the same name as my cat.
Callie.
Yeah, Callie.
Callie the cat.
Callie the Calico.
They're Calico too.
Yep.
Did you specifically name it Callie for the Calico reasons? Or did the cat just come that way?
No, I named her Callie. I was obsessed with this one show on like Disney, Sheriff Callie's Wild West. When I named her, I didn't realize how common of a name Callie is for calicos at the time. So,
And then you realize
yeah. And then Splatoon, I started playing it and I was like, no way, this person is named after my cat.
and they're kind of a cat, aren't they? They're a cat, kind of.
Kind of.
What if What if Callie is secretly a mammal and we just don't know it?
What? I mean, she has hair as a part of her headpiece.
She could secretly be a mammal. We just never knew it all this time.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we will never know.
Maybe we will know in the DLC.
Oh yeah, that exists. Can we just get that release already, please? I've been
Yeah.
waiting too long.
Yeah. I'm saying yeah a lot. But I agree. Also, well, Callie picked Team Cats too for the Cats versus Dogs Splatfest.
Oh boo. Boo. Sorry. Dog bias. Dang. We really are the complete opposites and we're doing a episode together. That is crazy. But it makes it interesting.
It does. Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah. So, for you, what's the best celebrity duo from the series thus far?
Or me, he said.
Yeah, for you.
All right. Just because of the goat, big man, it has to be off. No, wait. What is it called? Oh my gosh, my brain. My brain. It's not off the hook, is it? No, it's not.
No,
It's the other one.
that's Splatoon 2, Pearl and Marina.
Oh, okay. Give me time. Give me time. Hold on. Deep,
Wait.
deep,
Oh
deep
yeah.
cut.
Yep.
Deep cut. Right.
Yeah.
Deep cut.
I
They
was
they
blinking too.
they are the best. Big man is the best. We stand, big man. Big man stands. Rise up right now, out of your chair. Stand up, proud. I am standing up right now. We
Mm.
stand for big man.
Woo.
Yeah, go big man. Woo! But actually, no. I was just so here's the thing: is that only like deep hook for big man, uh, or deep cut? I keep saying off the hook because off the hook is my favorite.
With short Pearl.
Well, don't okay. You don't have to judge her because of her height. Okay, we are all imperfect, and just because Pearl is short doesn't mean anything.
Pearl is cute.
Yeah, Pearl gets hated on too much, but Marina carries just a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
agree.
That's why I say off the hook is the best.
I do really like Off the Hook. I will say that.
But for me, like if I were the, I think off the hook and deep cut are tied
Mm.
because if if we had a fight between Big Man and Marina, and one of them lost, my heart would be broken. I don't know what I would do at that point because they are two of the greatest Splatoon characters, and if one of them were to lose to the other, oh my gosh. I don't know. Can I just
Mm.
say that Big Man is the best group?
I
Because
mean, sure.
Big Man, Big Man is the duo. Oh
Big
wait a
man
minute!
count.
It said celebrity duo.
Yeah.
So can you even count Deep Cut?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, can you even count Deep Cut? Because, yeah, they're a trio.
Unless you want Big Man and Big Man is my favorite duo from Splatoon.
Yes.
Big Man and Big Man is the best. I know you are currently grinding your teeth at the thought of this. That Big Man and Big Man are the best, but they are, and you will not change my opinion.
Okay.
My answer is Big Man and Big Man.
I respect your opinion.
as you sigh
Yes.
of the fact that Big Man is Big Man, and no one can change Big Man. For Big Man is the Big Man.
Right. Next up, final question. From Monkey Thunder, what do you think Splatoon 3 would have been like had Team Order won?
Future. It's that Squidward thing.
Yep.
Future. Honestly, Splatoon 3 would just be a simulator of Squidward saying future constantly, and you have to fight on different parts of Squidward's body, and that would be Splatoon 3 if Team Order won.
Interesting. I think this is going to be explored a lot in the DLC because it's called Side Order, and it looks like the hub,
I never
but
thought of that before.
just white and very ordery. So I
Yes.
think that'll probably be what Splatoon 3 would have been like had Team Order 1.
Ordery is very order, or order is very ordery.
Yes. Couldn't have said it better myself.
But also, if Splatoon 3, if Team Order would have won, Deep Cut would not exist. Splatoon 3 would be all of the Inklings and Octolings fighting under the dictator regime of Big Man.
Yes.
Big Man is the dictator of this world.
Yeah, and I would have rebelled, so.
You would have not bought the game.
Well, I would have bought the game and I just would have written Big Man slander against the dictator that was Big Man. That was and is Big Man.
Yeah.
But
is it time?
It is time.
No way!
For the Gamer Girl topic.
Woo!
Woo indeed. So, we're going to be talking about the multiplayer and single player campaigns of Splatoon 3. So, which would you like to discuss first? Multiplayer or single player?
I think we should just discuss, single player, just to address Robo Bunny G's question.
Right.
And I don't know where to start, so you go ahead.
I thought
Floor
it was
is yours.
Okay. I thought it was really good. I did like how it combined Splatoon 2's the previous story modes plus Octo Expansion DLC for the formatting of it. So I really enjoyed that part of it. Granted, I never ran out of points as like I did in Octo Expansion.
Yeah.
Which was nice. I also liked how at the end, as you're going up to the boss fight, it's very similar to how you led up to the boss fight in Octo Expansion as well. Because I really enjoyed Octo Expansion and the level of difficulty it had, which was one thing I really liked about Splatoon 3 Story Mode, was the fact that you didn't necessarily have to do every single level to get to the final boss fight.
I just wanted to fight Big Man and get my sorrows over with. The fact that...
But you still... But it was still a little tricky. It was a good balance between the easy-ishness of the previous story modes plus a little bit challenging like Octo Expansion was. So I enjoyed that. Also, the fights with all of Deep Cut are really fun. Specifically Big Man.
Big man, big man.
It was also really cool how the boss fight against Big Man was based off of Super Mario Sunshine boss fight.
Yeah,
So
that was neato.
it was.
But people could interpret that as laziness, but I wouldn't even do that.
It's such an old game, though. I consider it an Easter egg.
I guess, yeah. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? That ending boss fight though in Splatoon 3,
yeah.
that was phenomenal. I love killing bears with vacuum cleaners.
Killing
in
bears
in
with
Minecraft. just to avoid any controversies in Minecraft. You always gotta say in Minecraft whenever you say something that may be taken the wrong way. But but vacuum cleaner, we learned that vacuum cleaner was the strongest tool ever in Splatoon, and I am perfectly fine with that. The sole fact that vacuum cleaners are the ultimate weapons is what makes Splatoon an S plus 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 tier game.
Yes. One thing is now we know why dogs and cats are so terrified of vacuum cleaners.
They will kill them.
They know what happens to bears.
they dogs and cats could be descendants of bears. We just don't know.
Oh man.
That would be insane.
That would though.
But that also explains why some dogs and cats can be feisty. Because of their predecessor, the bear. And the fact
Yes.
that Craig is staring at me.
Is Craig your dog or your cat?
No, Craig is the bear that's in this Discord thing right now.
Oh
Craig's the
yeah.
bear.
Yes, Craig the bear who listens into our conversation.
Yeah, Craig. I know you're listening, Craig.
We know.
We know.
Yeah, we know your secrets.
The variations of weapons, I think that was also cool. That there was no like set difficulty, really, and that your difficulty was basically the weapon that you chose to complete each weapon
Oh yeah,
or each
that's
level.
true.
Some of
And then you get more points if you choose a harder weapon, or what they
yeah,
classify as a harder weapon.
I mean, doing the target thingies where you're on the zip line and you're doing the targets with a slosher is very hard. Or wait, no, not a slosher, charge or splatling, and that's like the hard difficulty or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I can see how that would be difficult.
Yeah, especially if you're gripe against the splatlings.
Yeah.
That it's pain, but I can also see, like especially I thought it was cool when they added basically I forgot what they called it in the Mario game, but they added like that type of level, the bonus level that was like really hard.
Champions Road.
Yeah, they added their own Champions Road or whatever. I thought that was pretty neat though. It was also
Yeah.
funny to see your favorite YouTuber scream at Splatoon 3.
Is it over yet? Is it over yet? Is it over yet?
Is it over yet? Checkpoints.
I
need
so
checkpoints.
far. I got all the way to the Octoling part.
Yeah.
And then I kept dying, so I just gave up.
That means you aren't a champion.
I know. You get bear ears from it. So.
I mean, do you want like that's the other thing. Why would we want bear ears? Give me bear claws.
Exactly. Give me just a weapon of bear claws.
Make me feisty. Make my opponent fear the mammals.
Yes.
At least it was better than the last format where it was just pot, pot, find this pot, go
Yeah,
into the
find the
pot.
teapot.
It was
Find this
kind.
pedal.
I mean, it was kind of the same, but it wasn't at the same time. They made it a little bit more varied or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like playing that way, like Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1 campaigns, numbed my mind to the moon and back.
Mm.
While this it just made me keep playing. Uh, I also think that the single player campaign did the best, like probably in any Nintendo story ever. This is hot take with its atmosphere. Maybe it's just because I am always told I am built different, but seeing like that like dystopian futuristic aesthetic of like the ice age and like the fuzz and everything, like I thought that is probably one of the greatest atmospheres in the Nintendo story game ever.
Yeah, I really like the atmosphere too.
But I know that a lot of people would be angry at me for saying it is the best. I really do not care.
Okay, I don't think it's the best, but it's definitely one of the best. It's not the best, but it's definitely one of the best in my opinion.
Yeah. Especially with Tears of the Kingdom, I could see how that could like tie it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
mean, there's not much to really speak on the campaign besides great boss fights, great end boss battle, good variation. Some levels were just plain fun, and some it made me literally throw my controller, especially the maze ones.
Yeah.
I hated those. Why do we need mazes? Who invented mazes? I'm looking this up right now.
I'm also there was one level because I wanted to unlock the Champions Road because you have to do all of the levels in order to get it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much time I spent on the curling bomb level. It felt like a solid hour of just struggling to throw a curling bomb because you have limited ink
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That
and
wasn't. It was
I am a
pain.
curling bomb champion, but I refuse to use it because of the pain it caused me. So,
Yeah, I don't know why they even decided to add that level. Someone was really just like hating the Splatoon players and was deciding we should make a level where you have to time the range of the curling bombs specifically.
oh yeah, there's a lot
You
more
need
thought because you have to like throw it just enough that it doesn't explode really quickly, but it doesn't explode too late, and way too much time spent.
I think I ended up just skipping that level.
Well, I skipped it initially, but then I had to do it so I could get the Champions Road unlocked.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway, I know you're not alive, but uh Herodotus, it curse you. You created mazes. Why did you have to create mazes? I'm kidding. I don't want to curse you. That sounds really evil and mean. I will, however, have a severe disdain against you for the entirety of my life.
yeah. How dare you, Herodotus?
Yeah, how dare you make the maze, the labyrinth, the pain in my mind.
Yep. So, now the multiplayer part. Um,
Multiplayer. It's fun.
it is fun. I
I
have
love. Oh,
raged
go
a
ahead.
couple times, but it's fun.
In what scenario?
Where I lose by like 0.1%.
You got to throw out your sub weapon or like your bomb or whatever at the last second. That's all you got
I
to
do
do.
usually do that. but still.
I mean, I love just being able to go to the multiplayer, especially with that new weapon, the paintbrush. That is currently the weapon I am maining right now because it is pain to use, but when I go up against people, the pain I can imagine on the other side makes me delight. As dark as that sounds, seeing them be scared of my presence with the paintbrush that should not exist. I agree that the paintbrush should not exist, but it does, and I might as well use it to its full extent.
Mm-hmm.
There was a full period in time where I decided to suffer, but have fun suffering by trying to only use the dynamo roller.
Oh man.
That that in turf war is not fun.
I bet not. I've never used it in Turf War, but I have heard word of the many struggles caused by the dynamo roller.
But you can make people be mad at you, so if it's worth it.
Yeah.
3 seconds for a charge? Who decided? Is it 3? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's 3. I love the dynamo roller.
Yeah. I do like it is good multiplayer. And we also kind of talked about it though with the whole Call of Duty thing. But
Yeah. It's just like I guess we haven't talked much about Salmon Run.
oh yeah. Salmon Run also have raged a couple times, but it's also
Okay.
really fun.
It's just I think Salmon Run, the only reason why it's or I don't main the mode is because that fly fish with like the ink missiles exists.
Oh gosh, yes. And then
I don't like
everyone throws it into one basket.
well, obviously you aren't playing with good players. Are you rank professional?
No, I don't know what rank I am. I know I'm not beginner though. Whatever the
Yeah,
beginners.
but the Salmon Run, I was told that, or I needed to clarify when I say this quote, because I was talking to my friends about this, and they said you need to preface this. I dare say that the old zombies of COD or whatever, because I guess COD and zombies and Splatoon Salmon Run are similar.
Yeah.
COD zombies can never be touched, but the old ones, but the new ones, like 2015 and so on, I dare say that Splatoon Salmon Run does it better than COD zombies, which may make people mad. Oh, I love seeing people get mad at me. I'm on a platform where I can say whatever I want. Well, regarding Splatoon, okay, I can't say whatever I want. Some things are morally wrong, and you cannot say whatever you want.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a part-timer in Salmon Run, so I've played it a little bit, but I'm not
Yeah,
top tier professional
yeah.
level.
I just wanted the chunks or whatever ability chunks.
Right.
Who
Yeah.
who would you prefer, or like? Because have you played all of them, all of the Splatoons?
Yes.
Which black market dealer was the best? Spike, old young merch, or old merch, or merch? Is it merch? Merch?
Yeah.
Merch.
Young merch. I liked the idea that I feel like this is kind of wrong to say, but I like the idea of a kid being the black market dealer.
um. Okay, then maybe you shouldn't have asked this question.
But Spike and teen or adult merch both definitely seem more like the Yo, you want ability chunks? Well, I can get you ability chunks.
You want some of these chunks, man? Yeah, I could use some chunks.
Oh man. Um.
Wait until we get Splatoon cars. Hey, bro, you you want that Splatoon car? I got you, bro. That would be sick. Now that I think about it, the Inkmobile.
The Inkmobile. That does actually sound pretty sick.
And maybe we are foreshadowing for side order.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? Anyways, any other comments you have on Splatoon 3 and its campaigns?
Uh, not really. Besides, like, play them.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maps. The maps that they do. What? Or yeah, the maps are just amazing.
The
They
map.
really stepped up. What did you say there?
Oh, I said the maps are amazing. I agree.
Yeah, but they didn't really have to add the skate park ones. I don't like the skate park ones. They make me mad. If you remember them, what is your favorite stage? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, I just looked it up real quick, but I really like Hammerhead Bridge, part of which is because it has an reference to Octo expansion. You can see the statue
Yeah,
off of it, like when it's loading. I'm pretty sure and stuff, but um, Mahi Mahi Resort, I believe, is one where the water level changes.
yeah,
But
that's the one.
I really like the ones where the water level changes, and then also the Manta Maria, which is the ship.
Yeah,
Really like that one and all the different ledges and everything it has. But
Brine Water Springs and the Mako Mart or whatever they call it. Those have to be my favorite.
yeah, those are good ones.
Just I don't know, something about the fact that you are on the top of the world and you have to go to the middle and that's like the battleground. You're just viewing other people. It's like a fight ring and
Mm,
everybody's just dying out there. There's something interesting about it that makes it my favorite map.
yeah, I don't think I've ever played in Brinewater Springs. It's never been up whenever I play.
You have to study the cycles and figure out
Oh,
when Brine Water is coming out and then
okay.
you got to play that map.
Okay, I will
You are
study the
being
Nintendo
pressured.
Switch Online app.
You are being
Is it
pressured.
happening again? It'll be funny if I look and Brinewater Springs is one of the ones right now.
And then you're gonna go leave immediately.
Where do I find that? Nope, that's not. Oh, schedule. That's what I want. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Brinewater Springs is going live in 20 minutes.
All right. Well,
Okay, after this, I guess I'm playing Splatoon 3.
all right. I'm sorry for pressuring, by the way.
You're fine. Probably about time I get around to playing it.
The last thing. Oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, I had nothing. I was just gonna ask if you had anything else to add.
Uh, the last thing I want to talk about is just the current aesthetics of the shops. The shops are amazing. Anybody who this is on, what is his name? What is the big shoe guy? I forgot his
Oh
name.
gosh. Oh, I know it. Splatoon 3 shoe guy.
Shoe guy.
Coco. I thought it was Coco,
Oh,
but it didn't sound right. Yeah, Coco.
Coco. Mr. Coco. Wait, I want your opinion. You have the DLC, that's correct, right?
I do not.
All right, I'm just gonna send you the image personally then, because you basically know what Mr. Coco looks like, right?
Right.
Mr. Coco or Fred Crumbs?
Oh
Who
yeah,
is
Fred Crumb
better?
is the substitute for the guy who Krusty Sean.
Yeah,
Okay, Mr. Coco, cause that guy is just a fried piece of fish. He shouldn't even be alive right now.
we really are different, aren't we?
Oh, like
Okay.
Mr. Crumbs more.
He's so cool. I've
I
never
don't
thought
know.
I would see a fried piece of butterfly shrimp wearing the nicest shoes of all time
Mm,
with a lemon in his hand. Got to keep that lemon on him. You got to make sure that you will always remember him because lemons are sour and you will always remember sour stuff.
yep. I don't know.
Um,
Mr. Coco's this big sweetheart, and his
yeah,
eyes glow whenever you buy stuff.
he's very nice.
He is.
However, Fred Crumbs.
Okay, Fred Crumbs. I don't know.
Fred Crumbs is an entity. Who now going back to that, who would be the dictator regime if order of the Splatoon order?
Fred Crumbs.
Fred Crumbs.
Fred Crumbs and Big Man.
Fred Crumbs and Brigman are the dictators. They are co-dictators of the Splatoon regime.
Yes. Oh man,
This was an episode and a half.
this wasn't.
this,
This is
this,
what's funny is this is actually shorter than what our past couple episodes have been.
well, yeah, because there's like a lore to those though. There's not much lore to Splatoon compared to like
Right.
Zelda and Animal Crossing. Was it? Oh no.
Yeah. Also, I have reason to believe that Maddie makes episodes run long because whenever I do an episode with her, it lasts forever. And then when I just do like today, where I just had a guest on, because doing, she has stuff going on in her
Yeah.
life, so
Boo
I'm
life. Boo.
um, but anyways, and then also whenever I've guested on podcasts just by myself, it usually doesn't run too long. But then I do an episode with Maddie and it lasts like 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay, it's never lasted 3 hours, but still. It lasts longer. I feel.
I mean,
But
I've heard. I don't really listen to podcasts a whole lot. I only listen to like the circle that I've seen like your stuff in and whatever. And I
right.
remember, I think it was off the wall I heard it from, but they said that whenever they had Maddie on, their episodes were always like one of the longest ones. So there is something that
There is
makes her drag on the episode.
Yeah, there's something about Maddie that makes episodes go really long. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I was having 10, 15-minute episodes when I was doing this by myself. But
Yeah.
I didn't have the 2 hours in mind. I was
Now,
thinking maybe an hour will be nice, but not 2.5 hours.
I mean, this is almost two if you round it, but
Yeah. But I give the viewers a shorter episode. But
yeah, you gotta talk about something basic then, like Mega Man.
Splatoon I've actually played though. Mega Man I've no idea about whatsoever other than like the TV show that was on Cartoon Network.
I mean, I got it for free, but I never really did anything with it.
Mm.
it's still sitting in my storage.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
oh, and unless you have anything else you want to talk about, I was gonna close this out.
No, I was gonna say, let's end this because I want to go get silver scales from Big Run. After talking about Splatoon, I really want to get a new slop suit or a new suit in Salmon Run. Because that's all my friend plays is Salmon Run. My friend hates multiplayer.
So go join the Discord for the Gamer Girl podcast. Link in the description. Once we get to 100 people over there, I'll play Hollow Knight to 112%. Currently have 49 people over in Discord, I believe, so we're almost halfway. Also, check out our Instagram at The Gamer Girl Podcast. Also, check us out on YouTube, The Gamer Girl Podcast. The Gamer Girl is Maddie and Maddie, Purple Riolu and Maddie Beth. And then also leave us your 5-star reviews so we can take over the world at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podchaser, and Amazon Podcasts. If there's anywhere I've forgotten, don't forget you should join the Discord and let me know.
The Gamer Girl Podcast regime is real.
Yes.
It's growing.
Team Order. If they had won, the Gamer Girl Podcast would be the regime.
You would be the leader of the regime.
Yes. Is there anything you want to share that you do, or?
I mean, if you or allow it, I would just say I have YouTube. I don't really upload anymore, but if I could have that linked, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, totally. If you share the link with me, I'll definitely put it in the description. So yeah, go check him out. Go check Colo out. But till next time. Thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks for joining. On somewhat short notice, but also not totally short notice. But
no problem.
Sizzle season came out recently. We should do a Splatoon episode.
Yeah, sizzle, funny word.
Yes,
we stand for the sizzle.
The sizzling bacon.
Bacon season.
Yes,
that's gonna be the next
season. That'll be the next season, yeah.
Yeah, for the Americans. For the Americans, we will have a bacon episode. I mean, not bacon episode, bacon season.
Yes, bacon season. Anyways, until next time, bye.
Bye-bye.